Well, hello people, welcome back to the Master Chief Collection. Here we are back in Halo 2, level 8 out of 15, going to be showing you how to get the Delta Halo done on Legendary difficulty. We're back playing as the Master Chief, so you want to go ahead and do your competitive scoring options, that kind of stuff, Legendary difficulty, and I just need to sort my skulls out here. So let's turn the Sputnik skull off, and I have on the, where are they? The Boom skull and the Grunt Funeral skull, sorry, which are those two there. So we got the three skulls on which we normally have. First time round, I'm going to be showing you how to get the Master Chief collectible toy. So what you probably want to do here is you can do it before or after the level, doesn't matter. Put it on easy and then you can just basically breeze through this part of the level, pick up the toy. It's only the skulls which you need legendary difficulty for. So without further ado, let's jump in. I'm going to show you how to get the Master Chief toy, and then I'll be showing you how to get the level done on legendary difficulty, as well as showing you where the terminal and the skull is. So let's get into it. So once the level starts up, you want to go ahead and put it in classic graphics, and basically what we're going to be doing is what we did in our part-time guides. We're going to be taking that route to get to the ghost on the other side of the mountain here, and then we're going to take that ghost to get to the toy. I'm actually playing on legendary difficulty here. In hindsight, I probably should have put it on easy difficulty like I told you not to do in the intro, but I didn't. I think I did it with the intention of thinking, well, it's not that going to be too difficult really, and now I can just, instead of backing out and then reloading the whole level, I can just restart the level and start a whole new recording. So if you did watch my part-time guide, you would remember coming over this way, sliding down this hill. Then you want to take out all the turrets here. So there's 1, there's 2, and there's going to be 3, and there's going to be 4. Take out those guys. If an elite goes to get in one of the ghosts, try and aim for the wall, and then take one of them out with the battle rifle. Not too difficult. Jump down here, and then you want to get in the ghost, or just hijack it, boom, like that. Take out the elite. You want to come around this way, keep on going around this way, and then you want to make sure you hit this point there. Now if you saw that, but then just don't hit the ramp straight on, otherwise you'll flip the ghost and you'll fall out and the Jackal Snipers will just kill you. Use the A button to lift the nose of the ghost. Keep coming around this way, go over that lip just there, go very slowly down here. You want to go across this little lip there, swing it round and boost at the same time. And then you want to follow it all the way out here, boom, 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 almost there. And then you want to switch into anniversary graphics. There's the toy, and you're going to get the achievement, and so it begins. So once the level starts up, you want to go ahead and switch out your SMG for this guy's battle rifle just here. You want to jump up over here, and then you want to keep an eye on just this little alcove here. Don't worry about the turret shooting at you. You want to keep an eye on the right as well for the grunts there. There's going to be 3 coming straight at you from the alcove, or 2 coming at you from the alcove and 1 spawning on the right. So you want to take all those guys out. Once that's all done, take out the turret by headshotting the grunt on it. Take out the 2 jackals with the grenade, and then you want to take out this turret just here by headshotting that one. Grunt as well. Now what you want to do is you want to find yourself a plasma pistol, and you want to switch it out for the rocket launcher. Make a mental note of where the rocket launcher is, as we're going to be using that later. Headshot this grunt just up here. Stay back just a little bit. His dying animation isn't complete till he hits the ground, and then he blows up. So if you've got the Grunt Funeral party on, you want to get the checkpoint just here. That's going to make the Jackal Sniper spawn up there. Take out the grunt, which is going to cause the grunt to explode, and obviously with the boom skull, he'll take out the jackal as well. If you don't have a confirmed kill on the jackal, just be wary, and you probably might get sniped. So just make sure you try and take out the jackal with the explosion, or if not, focus all your effort on taking out these 2 elites, and then what you want to do is you want to focus on the Jackal Sniper up top if he isn't already dead. You just want to use your battle rifle to mop up any enemies that are still around here. I like to use this part of the level just here, as I find the elites don't really come down here. I don't know whether they're programmed not to or something, but there we are. As for the spawning of elites, a handful of majors and minors, and they're all going to be armed with carbines and plasma rifles. With the grunts, whole collection of grunts, and most of them are going to be armed with plasma pistols. All in all, this part of the level was kind of really fun to do. You're going to have the initial wave and a bunch consisting of a load of grunts and elites, and then you have 3 dropships since we're playing on legendary difficulty, and the last dropship is going to contain 3 ultra elites, which can all camo, but we take them out as soon as they land. Now what you want to do is just come back, check your rocket launchers there, checking around because we're just waiting for the dropships to come in now. Still checking around, and now I'm going to try and find myself some plasma pistol ammo, which is kind of hard to come by. Now we have the boom, not the boom skull, the grunt birthday. No, I'll get my skulls right in a second. The Grunt Funeral. That's the skull we have on, and it's kind of difficult to find the weapons, so they get blown all over the place. Always, if you're running low on ammo or grenades, check around the drop pods, as they have ammo by them where the Marines or the ODSTs already died. Here I forgot the guys like to hide in here, and if you ever do go fighting in here, what you want to make sure you do is you want to put it in classic graphics, as it is a lot lighter. Boom, those guys are now all dead. There's my fresh plasma pistol, pick that up. And now all we have to do is we're going to have to wait for the dropships to arrive. Now what I like to do for the first one is I like to come up to the top of the stairs. If you haven't taken out the Jackal Sniper already, I like to bounce a grenade off that wall, and then that will usually take care of him because of the boom skill. And then I like to hide in this little alcove just here. Going to speed it up now while we wait for the dropship. I think this is at 4 times speed or 2 times speed. Once the dropship turns up, it's kind of weird. They're going to go really slow, and then you think they're going to drop the guys off in one place, but they kind of move across the screens, you'll see in a second. And what I like to do here is I like to try and headshot the grunts as they fall out the sky, then throw a few grenades at the jackals, and then if that basically doesn't take out all the elites, then you can just noob combo them. There I got 2 out of the 3 grunts that fell down. The other one probably got taken care of. I come to this area just here. There's 1 jackal just there, so I throw a grenade. I get the 2 jackals, one that I couldn't see, and then I noob combo these 2 elites just here. And then what I like to do is I like to back up just in here. As the elites, they go kind of super offensive mode and take them out. So all in all, I think that was 3 grunts, 3 jackals, and 2 major elites. That's all done. You now have a little bit of time before your next dropship arrives, so you want to go ahead and scour for grenades and get yourself a fresh plasma pistol, which is just there. And then if you are out of battle rifle ammo, you've got to hope that one of the elites had a carbine, which sometimes they do. There will be at least 1 carbiner elite in the initial wave or the dropship waves, and then you want to trade out your battle rifle for the Covenant carbine. Wait for the other dropship to arrive. Now this one is kind of weird because you'll have a major elite with a sword sometimes. I can't remember if he actually does spawn on this one. Again, here comes the dropship. They're going to drop the guys off here, and I think it's 3 grunts, 3 jackals, and 2 major elites once again. And so I'm going to wait around here to wait for them to drop. I like to aim at this point just here as they drop the jackals first, then the grunts, and then the elites. So there we are, there come the jackals, there they go, there they go. When they're just about to cross over the threshold, or sorry, the lip of that little building there, that's when I throw the grenade. I take out 2 of them, and I just decide to mop up the grunts. There's the major elite with the sword just up there, he's chilling out there. I noob combo him, but he moves out of the way, so I managed to get that guy. And I got another one charging with the sword, noob combo him, boom, he's dead. Just got to go out and check my surroundings now. Check it out. Don't bother picking up the sword. And we just got to wait around now. Anything going on? No, dropship's going away. Now what you want to do is you want to really hurry. You don't have a lot of time until the next dropship arrives. Switch out your plasma pistol for the rocket launcher you left just down there. And then what I like to do, it's kind of weird, is because normally the dropships are super vigilant of where they can see you. But if you just wait here, like I'm doing here, you'll see it come over the top of the cliff in just a second. And he doesn't shoot at you if you're here some of the time, which is really, really weird. And then we move out into the open even more, where the turrets have a really good line of sight on us, and they don't even shoot us them. So once he's moved over the rock, as such, as you can see there, he starts shooting at me. Hide behind the rock, not Dwayne, just the normal rock. And then you want to go here. Normally they would, you would think it would shoot at you, but no. And what you can do if you want is you can fire a shot just when they appear out of the phantom, but I don't bother. I wait till they're just here and I fire 1 shot before they land. Boom, there they are. And boom. That's all 3 of them done. If you don't kill them all with the 2 rockets, don't worry about going after them with the rockets. You just want to hide there for 2 seconds, keep an eye on your surroundings, put it into classic graphics, and then the archway, which I'm going to aim at in just a second, that's where they all like to really hang out, and you can just take them out with your battle rifle as they have terrible shields. So that's what I'll just look at there. That's one part of the level done, really nice and easy. I'm going to speed up to 8 times speed now as we wait for the Warhawk to be delivered. So once the Warhawks are going to be delivered, they're going to have 2 Marines jump out. Ideally what you want them is to both have sniper rifles. That way you'd switch out your rocket launcher for one of them, or your battle rifle, whichever one you want. But mine both have battle rifles. It's not a big deal, it just makes things a bit easier and they can make them a bit more powerful. Now as you guys know, I like to edit out my desk, but I wanted to show you just how powerful the Jackal Snipers are in Halo 2. There's one dead, I'm just edging away, waiting for the Jackal Sniper to appear like he always does. Fire 1 burst, boom, dead. That's how powerful they are. You really don't want to fuck with these guys. They will just 180 you and just one-shot you. So, yeah, so I kind of developed this tactic on the fly. I'd never really thought about doing this. So one's dead, and I know the other one's going to run over, so I throw a grenade, and then wait, boom. Plus 80 points, that's my kill confirmed. And there's going to be 2 more just over here, so I throw another one. Wait and see if it got over there, maybe they got out of the way. Nope, I heard it blow up, so I move over just a little bit more, throw it that way, and I managed to get 1 of them. And what I used to do is I used to drive the Warthog really, really fast and then get out the Warthog as it was still moving. And then what that would do is it provide mobile cover and the guy on the turret would normally take them out. But here what I decided to do was I kind of just went for it because I kind of fucked up a little bit. I jumped too early. And so I get back in and I would just jump out a second. and then I'm waiting for them to start firing, but he's hiding behind a rock, so I could throw another grenade if I wanted to, but there's no guarantee I'll get it. So I decided to take a chance just here. I jump and make sure that I'm facing to the right a little bit, and then boom, he's dead, he gets taken out. Now here, what you want to do is you want to come up to the ridge line just here, park the Warthog nicely, get your rocket launcher out, and then you want to lock onto all the turrets. There's going to be one there, one over there, and they all spawn randomly. If you can lock onto them, always do. If you can't, you want to aim like on the in middle flat line like I do just here, and just adjust a little bit, and then boom. Obviously you have the boom skull on, so it doesn't really matter if you can just hit the general area around them, and they're gonna blow up. Now things start to get a little bit hectic here, as I had to develop another sort of tactic on the fly. One of the elites looks like he didn't decide he was hiding, because obviously I took down his shields with the explosion, so he was hiding. So I decided to take out this ghost here like I would normally do, and you always want to keep moving unless this bridge is giving you cover, as the wraiths they will just bomb the shit out of you. So here what I do is what I would normally do, I just edge the jeep forward just a little bit, and then suddenly this guy starts opening up on the elite that should have gotten the ghost. So yeah, that was kind of weird. Now this is where things start getting hectic. Normally the driver, when you go in this building, they would switch seats, and then what I would normally do is I'd throw a grenade in there, stick the Jackal, he comes after me, and these two guys are in here. Basically two ghosts spawn. Normally you just let the AI take them out really easily, but that didn't happen, so I sort of was panicking that I thought that elite was going to kill me, but he didn't. So I throw a grenade hoping I'd stuck in, but I hadn't, so I'm waiting for them all to basically fuck off, and then I can jump on this turret just here, and that's how I take out these ghosts. So you might want to just keep an eye on it. So, but it never happened. This was like the only time this happened to me, which I thought was really weird, because normally they would jump in the jeep as soon as you go in the building, they'd start driving around and take out the ghosts. Any other ghosts that are just left, you're just hiding the building, wait for the Scorpion to be delivered, and then deal with them. So with that all said, room's all clear. Terminal is just on your left here. That's terminal number 6, I think it is. Go here, extend the bridge, and now what we're going to do is just wait for it to... It's extending, so that's good. And we're just going to go outside and wait for the tank to be delivered.
Good, the bridge is down. Now about those rings. Run.
Once your tank's been delivered, you want to jump in it, and this point is going to be sped up to 2.5 times speed, as all it is it's just me just like driving along and just blowing shit up with the tank. It's a really fun part to do, especially since you've got the boom skull on. Now at this point you want to get it done as soon as possible. You just want to keep on driving, you can't stop, because you've got 2 Banshees, they're going to be coming up behind you, and they will tear you to pieces. And the guys in the Warthog actually managed to survive right up until the very, very late part of the level, which is kind of cool. So here what I'm doing is I'm just driving along, taking out these ghosts here. Now this point is very, very important. You've got to make sure there is a ghost in that alcove just there. I don't know if you saw it, but it was still alive. If not, you want to try and save at least one ghost. Maybe jump out of the tank, try and hijack one, go and hide it. But most of the time you just want to make sure that ghost there is still alive, because we're going to use that later. The only reason I go as far as I do in this level is so I can get the skull. Come in this corner, 3 Jackals just here. Now this point's going to be sped up to 3 times speed. All it's me just sitting here, blowing shit up with the tanks. That's all you want to do in this point. Sit here and just blow stuff up. Anything gets too close, turn it to ash. Nice and simple, and then just want to keep your eye on the alcoves just out back there, just in case there's any ghosts lurking around waiting to ambush you. Once you're certain it's clear, and then as you can see there, the 2 guys from the Warthog still alive, so I decided to let them jump on the tank. And now what you want to do is you want to move forward, and that means 2 more ghosts are going to spawn in just a second once you hit the next load zone. Boom, there they are. So you want to take those guys out, just moving forward nice and slowly here. I probably should have sped this part up as well, but I decided not to due to the fact that it's kind of it's not so much tricky. You have to sort of just know what to do, and it'll be easier for me to explain it if it's just going at normal speed. So you want to take these guys out. The problem with trying to save a ghost is it's probably not going to happen since we have the boom skull on. So you might think a ghost is rideable, and then you'll hear sort of a high-pitched explosion, sort of high-pitched noise and an explosion. That's basically the ghost being blown apart, just how overly damaged it is. And if you saw there one explosion from a ghost blowing up through another ghost across the room, and then that blowed and took out the grunts, which are normally hiding behind that pillar. So that was quite good. So here what I'm doing is I'm taking advantage of the boom skull I've got on, so I'm using the walls as targets. So what I can do then is I can use them to damage the ghosts without putting myself in harm's way as the ghost, even though you're driving a tank. If it's on legendary difficulty, they will really tear you apart. It's your shield you want to be careful of as well. So what I'm doing here, just backing up, making sure using the walls again. Nothing really too tedious. Normally, if you this point is very crucial. If you don't want the skull what you want to do is you want to just kill everything in this area here. Go forward into the next area a little bit, back up, take out any ghosts that are following you, 180, and go back to where we left the ghost in the alcove before. But since I'm going to be showing you where the skull is, I've added on about an extra, I think maybe 5 minutes of footage of just me blowing stuff up and getting the skull. I'm not going to talk through this point just coming up, as it's spelled 3 times speed, and all you need to do is just be careful, blow up any ghosts, and get to the point of which you see me get to with where I stop the tank. Certain the area is clear, jump out the tank, jump up here, and then what you want to do is the reason I have this in classic mode is I was just kind of all tied up in the level, so I didn't really I didn't remember to change it back into anniversary graphics until I got to this point here. I colossally fuck up this grenade jump here. I just mistimed everything that was off about it, so try that again. It's really simple. All you got to do now is you have to grenade jump up on just in the losing my words here. That's it. Jump up to this point just here, pick up the skull, and this is the envy skull if I remember correctly. Also, you can kill those 2 stealth elites just there for extra points. Now this is the point where if you haven't managed to save yourself a ghost from blowing up, this is the kind of point where it will add on a few minutes to your game time. This is sped up to 8 times. What you want to do is you want to backtrack to the alcove where we saw the ghost, and then come back to this point just here, and that's when I'll resume my commentary, and I'm going to show you how to skip the Jackal Sniper Forest. So once you're back to this point just here, you may remember doing this in the part-time guide. Boost up here by, and you want to hold the A button to get up here, lift the nose of the ghost. I only found this out a few months ago when I actually got the Master Chief Collection. I can't remember actually doing it in Halo 2 or Halo CE back when they first released. But then I was a lot younger back then, so I don't know if I just can't remember. This point isn't too difficult once you've practiced it. You just want to make sure you aim for between the bushes, angle your ghost just to the right a little bit, and boost temporarily. Don't do it constantly. Now when you get to this point, you're not going to be able to stop yourself from falling really, so just boost upwards to slow your descent, and then hopefully you get a landing like that. If not, you should get a checkpoint when you're actually outside the graphics, which isn't too bad. Here what you want to do, aim just to the left a little bit, so you just land on this platform here, flip the ghost over, and now what you want to do is you just want to go up to this point here, just tilt it, and this is where you can get a little bit stuck, and it can flip your ghost because of the way the fins are. With this bit of graphic, it gets hooked. And then you just want to move yourself over very gently. Now this point is crucial. You want to back yourself down very, very carefully boosting just a little bit, and keep going. And when you hear the waterfall sound effect, you want to boost forward. You're going to get the checkpoint off the rock through the bush, nothing but Jackal. I don't know if you guys heard that, but when the Jackal snipers actually took a shot at me, it missed me by quite a bit, but still, those guys are lethal on Legendary, you really don't want to fuck with them. Get to this point, back into anniversary graphics, and just drive your ghost off there. In hindsight, probably shouldn't have done that because of the full timers, but at this point I just really wanted to get the level done, and I got the whole level done with only dying twice, which I was really happy about. So people who can do levels on Halo 2 Anniversary without dying is extremely difficult when the hardest campaign is still on the hardest difficulty. All you gotta do now is you're home free. You've got 4 honor guards to deal with, and you've got a fully charged plasma pistol and a battle rifle. So you want to take those guys out, 2 with energy swords, 2 with plasma rifles, really nice and easy, and plus you get 1,080 points per kill. So you haven't got the pass score just yet. No, you're going to be getting it now probably. As always, people, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for Regret coming out next.